Hello, friends, Romans, countrymen. My name is Hannah Sobieski, and I am your host here on the first ever presidential debate to be the president of the United States of the game. We have our next two contestants coming in very soon, but I would just like to let everyone know that tonight, all of our final eight contestants will go head to head on key issues, as well as addressing some of these major controversial points of the season. And by the end of tonight, hopefully we will have someone worthy of voting the next president of the United States of the game. So let's bring on our next two contestants, Jonas and Noah. Come on in.
Hello.
Hello, friends. How are you both today?
It's good to be here, Hannah. It's always a pleasure to see you. I also want to start off this debate by saying that my second child, Callahan, has called me today and he's told me he wants no part of me in his life.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, but I know that you will persevere.
That was a good thing.
Oh, great. Then I am happy for you. Noah, how are you?
I'm great, despite being rudely interrupted. I'm having a fantastic day. It is such an honor to be here debating with such amazing fellow candidates.
Oh, lovely. I'm so happy to see you guys here, and I can't wait to hear the things you have to say. Let us start off by hearing your slogan or tagline and a little bit about your mission statement as a candidate to be the next president of the United States of the game. Noah, would you like to start us off?
I would absolutely love to start. So it has been such a privilege to see the people before me on this debate stage. They've had so many great ideas, and I think I have a little bit of everybody's ideas wrapped up into one, which is why I think I make the ideal candidate. I'm fighting for not only contestants' rights, but also judges' rights. Judges should not be forced to make cameos in every other challenge submission. And contestants deserve to see the scores that they're making on challenges so that they can adequately prepare and improve for the next challenge. So with me, it is not an either or situation. For me, it is an only or situation, because I am the only qualified candidate for this position, because I will fight for not only my fellow contestants' rights, but I will fight for every single right of the amazing advisory board. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jonas.
Thank you, Hannah. Noah's ideals are beautiful, but they're just that. They're ideals. They don't work in reality. Countless times, over and over, we have seen contestants and judges abuse, misinterpret, and pervert the rights and freedoms they've been given. We don't need more rights, we need fewer. In fact, we need none at all. My campaign is titled Olson 2020. Enough is enough, because we're done with rights. They've only proven to take away from and diminish the quality and the integrity of the game.
Lovely. This is very interesting. I am very excited to see how you two go head to head. So first off, I would like to hear, I've heard a little bit about what you hope to accomplish here, but what would be the first thing you guys accomplish in office as president? Noah.
Yes, I would love to start. First of all, let me turn this lovely board around. So, the very first thing that I would do is I would abolish not all straight men from competing, but I would only allow one straight man per season. I don't know if you can see this, but these are three straight men. Oh, I don't know how that one got there. But these are three straight men that have added literally nothing to the game. Can you name one good challenge that they submitted? Can you name a single thing that they've done to improve this holy game? On top of this, I've taken the liberty of doing some polling. So I polled everyone who has been involved with the game since season 1. This red line represents the number of straight men per season, and the blue line indicates how much the fans enjoyed each season. As you can see, there is a direct inverse correlation between the two. I would like to draw your attention to this blue dot over here. Fans at first glance have hated season 6 because it has had an unprecedented number of straight men competing with 6. However, 5 of them have been eliminated. So taking that into account, with there only being one straight man left, it automatically turns into the best season that we have. My very first step that I will take in office is making sure that there is only one straight man per season. And this is a very easy solution. All we have to do is add a question on the application of what is your sexuality. I think that if we can make this very first step, we would create a very more equal playing field for everyone. I would like to go ahead and admit that I was not going to run for the game presidency until very recently. When myself, Yvonne, and Ian were put into the bottom 3, I very quickly realized that there is a lot of homophobia in the game. This radicalized me into running today because gay men and girls deserve to be the winners of this game. With that said, my very next step when I take over office will be removing Pete from the advisory board. We cannot have a straight man in charge. And I would just like to clarify very quickly that I'm not wishing to put a sexuality or a label onto anyone. I'm just going off of the information that I have. You may be in a heterosexual relationship. That does not mean that you are straight, but it does mean that you are influenced by heterosexual relationships, which I believe makes you not as qualified to serve on the advisory board.
Wow, thank you so much for your thoughts. Jonas, what would be your first move in office?
Yes. Well, first of all, I'd like to start off by saying that I too have been a victim of straight men. You see, my wife recently cheated on me with James, who's her boss at her work. I walked in on them, and somewhere in between the 3rd and 4th minute of watching them having sex, I realized that it very much hurt me inside to watch this happen. So I myself am a victim of straight men. So I very much sympathize with you, Noah. That said, I don't believe eliminating straight men is the answer. I believe that eliminating sexuality and gender is the answer. We need to get the identity politics out of politics. No more humans in the game. I know this is a bold policy move, but I think it'll catch on, and as it is implemented into the game, I think you'll see the benefits immediately. No men, no women, no straight people, no gay people, no people that identify as any gender or any sexuality. This certainly, as you can see, is the only way to ensure fairness and equality within the game. Now I'm going to finish my answer by cracking open this room temperature Sprite and drinking as much of it as I can.
I would love to observe it.
I am also very intrigued.
I got about half a can.
Proud of you. Thank you for that. That was very intriguing, and I can definitely see where you're coming at in order to change and spice up the game.
Look, change is the lifeblood of this game. Where would the game be if we had not introduced new concepts like anarchy or double eliminations for the first 5 rounds? Evolution is necessary both to create new species of animals and in the game.
Yes, Noah.
I would like to ask Jonas how he intends on finding people that are genderless, ageless, and relationshipless to play in this game.
I don't answer questions from people who are bald.
If you would kindly take a closer look, I'm not bald, I just have a buzz cut.
You're kind of far away and you look pretty bald. Next question, please, Hannah.
Okay, Jonas, I have a question for you. So I have heard in my extensive research of you that you have studied in classical ballet for most of your life. How do you think this study and this sort of talent that you've accumulated over the years will help you be a better leader for the game?
Hannah, I will answer your question, but only because it's very obvious you have a lot of hair on your head. Many people who have not studied the fine art of ballet don't know this, but ballet is very much a ruthless blood sport. In fact, it got its origins in ancient Rome, where ballet dancers would compete in the gladiator Colosseum, and they were well known for killing many more men than any of the other traditional fighting styles. Now, I myself have killed a few men using ballet in my time. I don't mean to brag, but I intend on taking the bloodthirsty, ruthless, killer instinct that is necessary to succeed in ballet and applying it to my role as the president of the game.
That makes a lot of sense, just looking back on some of your challenges and submissions. I can definitely see that there is a bloodlust behind your eyes. Noah, a question for you. So you have been known as one of the fashion icons of the game throughout seasons. I would like to know a little bit about your inspiration behind your fashion do's and don'ts, mostly do's, I will say. You are an absolute icon. And how you think that you will bring some more style to this game.
Thank you so much, Hannah. That compliment means the world coming from you. However, I would like to point out a little bit of a flaw in your question. In season 4, during the Met Gala Challenge, that was actually the very first time that I was in the bottom 3. I, frankly, believe I did not deserve to be in the bottom 3, but I take that loss with humility, and it has channeled myself into winning the very next fashion challenge that I participated in. What it takes to be a fashion icon is just to exude uniqueness. How many times have you seen a shirtless person on a red carpet with body paint of flowers and flames adorning them? You have to think outside the box, and that is exactly what I will do in the presidency of the game. I will find new ways to go about things. Ranking people, scoring people 1 through 10. I think that there is a better way to judge everybody. I believe that nobody should be eliminated. I think that this would be a radical change to the game and would create mass chaos that would result in a lot of entertainment for our audiences. So I take the lessons that I've learned as a fashion icon and I plan on implementing them into my presidency.
Might I point out, however, that the fashion challenge that you won, Mr. Orr, was one when you wore the least amount of clothes.
Exactly. I'm trying to make the game gay again, so part of that would be being nude for the majority of my challenge submissions.
Jonas, I see a lot of head shaking over there. Would you like to add any thoughts?
It's just infuriating, Hannah, how I have to sit here and I have to listen to these lies, these blatant falsities coming out of the mouth of my opponent. I don't know how to describe it other than this is absolutely the wrong way to go about the game, and if elected, my opponent will surely spell the destruction of the game forever.
All right, so I sense a little bit of tension in the room here.
Yes.
I would like to use that to our advantage, and I would like to hear a little bit of what you think about your opponent, whether it's controversial, positive, anything of the like. Jonas, I would like to give you the floor.
I would love to have the floor, Hannah. Now, I know that Noah is here talking about how great his body is and how sexy he is and how beautiful his newly shaved... Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at the posturing. But the truth is this. Noah Orr is an ass pick stealer. His butt, in reality, is bony and unsatisfying and really not all that remarkable. Noah has stolen the variety of ass pics he's shown this season from stock image websites such as Getty Images, Shutterstock, the third page of Google image results. And I believe the voters deserve to know this information.
Wow.
I would like to respond to that comment.
Go ahead.
This ass does not lie. I have the fattest, juiciest ass. Oh my God.
Oh no, our camera went off.
It's back,
Pretty suspicious, isn't it?
I'm not
Pretty
trying
fucking
to,
suspicious.
But look, I'm not trying to show the whole thing. I don't want to get us blocked or anything, but this is a fat and juicy ass, and that does not lie.
I totally believe that there may be some things lost in translation here. Noah, do you have anything to say to Jonas?
Yeah, I would first like to point out that why should we elect a president who refuses to even talk to someone who is bald? What if there is an amazing game contestant that comes around and is bald for whatever reason?
I'm gonna be back in a fucking second, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I would just like to point out that Jonas is indeed in a heterosexual relationship. I believe that he should be immediately booted from this season of the game. On top of this, we are all aware of the infamous Four Horsemen Alliance. We all think this is an alliance, but inside sources have told me that this is actually a blood cult, and they make sacrifices. What are your rights? Whoa, motherfucker! Whoa! Get the fuck on the floor! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Okay. I thank you guys so much for joining us. I would like you guys to not fight, please. Hands off. Show me your hands. Both of you show me your hands. Okay, great. Stand 6 feet apart. This is social distancing, please. Social distancing. Thank you very much. Do you guys feel comfortable giving me your closing remarks without touching each other in an inappropriate or violent way?
Yes. My opponent may go first.
Well, after that very rude interruption, which I must point out was not the first time that I was interrupted tonight, I believe that I will be the best president for the game. Because I do have a fat and juicy ass. Dari may have a certificate, but I know in my heart that my ass is fatter, and I would love to do a side-by-side comparison. On top of this, I believe that limiting one straight man per season will do wonders for everybody's enjoyment, both judges and contestants alike. On top of this, I believe that if I am the president, that I can bring rights to everybody. The judges deserve to be loved. The contestants deserve to be loved. And unlike my opponent, who is on a platform of hate and disgust, that I am on a platform of love and acceptance. Albeit that acceptance is limited to one straight man a season. But like I said, I believe that this will make wonders for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Noah. Jonas.
All right, look. I didn't get into this game to win. In this election to win. I'm going to win the game, but I didn't get into this election to win. I got into this election to make the game better, to make it good forever. And if you don't see what I'm trying to do here, if you don't see how foolish you would be to elect this bald motherfucker or anybody else, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to convince you. I can show you 2 + 2 = 4, but if you're going to yell at me and say it's 5, that's on you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, both of you, for your incredible comments and camaraderie, I would say.
It was nothing short of a pleasure to speak with you tonight.
Thank you so much, Noah. And I will be talking to you very soon, hopefully crowning the next president of the United States of the game.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much.